you actually believe that you're going to succeed? There's a difference between wanting something and actually believing that you could get that something. Every athlete wants to succeed. Every person wants to succeed. Every athlete wants to get the playing time and wants to be coach's favorite and wants to be looked at by the crowd in a really good way and to get good results. But are you actually believing that what you want is going to come to life? When you're working hard in the gym, in the pool, on the track, and on the field, whatever it is in your sport, are you actually believing that that hard work is going to do you well? That that hard work is actually going to create the reality that you're searching for? You could still have so much doubt even though you're working super hard, and that's where self-belief is so important and why we need to have self-belief at all times. Believing in yourself is so fucking hard. I understand that, but why is it so hard and why can't we just make this easy? Well, let me tell you that in this video, I'm going to tell you ways of how you can make it easier and how you could actually believe in yourself and get to the next level that you want to. What's up, you guys? My name is Coach Jojo Allred. I'm a mindset coach for athletes, and I help you build confidence and consistency in your sport, and I also help you build trust in your sport, and I help you keep all of these things in your sport, because when we have these things, that means that we are going to succeed and we're going to have a great time in our sport. That's what I'm here for. Think about something that you believe in. It could be God. It could be, for me, I believe in the law of attraction. It could be something like, I don't know, you believe that the earth is flat. I don't know, whatever. Pick a subject that you believe in. Why do you believe in that thing? And I know you probably want to answer,
well, it's because it's true, Coach Jojo. Like, I know it's true. Like, that's what I believe in. Like, that's my opinion.
And I get that. Well, at least that's how I would respond. I don't know if you would technically respond as defensive as that. You believe in that thing. Let me tell you the answer, actually. You believe in that thing because you've experienced time and time after again. It's not just one experience, multiple experiences where that is proven true, where that has proven you in a positive way. When we say that we believe in something, we are passionate about it, and that's our opinion, and we find it to be a positive thing. You could literally have beliefs where they're negative, and that's probably why you're here, is because you're an athlete in your sport and you lack a lot of confidence right now and you don't believe in yourself. It's because you've had experiences over and over again where they've been negative, and now you believe that you can't do something in your sport, that you're incapable of being a valuable player on your team. For example, let's say, because I used to play basketball, so I'm going to use a gym and a court and a basketball game as my example, but let's say that I'm going out onto the court and the last 10 times I've made a turnover on a pass that I've made, and I've done this, okay? I've actually done this. I've made this mistake like 10 times in a row where I make a pass and it becomes a turnover. I have proven to myself, and I have built trust in a bad way. I guess you wouldn't use that term, I built trust, but like I trust myself to do something bad. And I believe that when I go into a game and I make a pass, I'm gonna turn the ball over because I've done that the last 10 times. Those are my previous experiences. The people and the athletes that could believe in themselves are when they do those experiences, but they get a good outcome out of it. They have wired their brain to understand that if I make a pass, like for the example that I'm still using, when I make a pass, it's going to get through and it's going to become an assist, right? Because I've done it over and over again. Now you're probably sitting here being like, okay, yeah, but I have not had success, and how do I get success? How do I stop making mistakes, or how do I stop whatever it is that you're scared of doing? How do I stop the bad results from coming? And honestly, that's what I teach in all of my other videos. You guys can check out a bunch of my videos of how to deal with mistakes, and I have podcasts on it. I have my social media pages where I post so many videos on that. But for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna say simply that you have to be okay with mistakes, and you are going to make mistakes no matter what. Like, you could be the perfect fucking athlete out there. You could be idolized, you could be looked at as just literally like this perfect player, and you still make mistakes. Like, you are going to make mistakes no matter what. The point is not to stop making mistakes. The point that we want to get to is to be okay when we make those mistakes. I'm literally not here to tell you how to stop making that mistake in your sport. When you could accept that you make a mistake and you feel a bad emotion, and you accept that you feel a bad emotion, and you realize, hey, that's not so scary to feel negative, to feel anxious, because it's really not that scary. I know it's really scary for us right now. To feel embarrassed is a fucking shitty emotion. Once you realize and you sit in it and you accept to feel embarrassed instead of pushing it away or whatever emotion it is, you're going to realize that it's really not that scary and it's really not that bad, and you're still living and you're still going to have to go about your day. The sun is still going to rise the next day. You're still going to take your next breath in the next second. Like, you're going to have to live with it no matter what. And so you're going to have to learn how to cope with your emotions. That's what the bottom line is. Because once you accept that you could take a mistake and you could be okay with a turnover or whatever it is that you're scared of, and whatever it is that why you're lacking confidence, you're going to see those mistakes start to go away. You're going to start to see your coach is going to start to like you. You're going to see whatever it is that you're trying to manifest into your life, whatever that you want, whatever you aspire into your life, whatever it is, you're going to see that those negative things are going to become more minimal, and you're going to have more positive experiences. Once you have these positive experiences, it's going to become your new reality, and your brain, your conscious and your subconscious mind are going to process this, and it's going to start trusting what you could do and the abilities that you have, and it's going to start realizing, hey, I could go out into the game and I could have success, and I believe that I am capable. I believe I'm capable that when I make a mistake that I'm going to be okay. That's a skill. That's 100% a skill. That's a skill that we need to have. We're not just trying to train skills, physical skills. We're trying to also train mental skills. The whole point of gaining confidence is to not gain it through physicality, but to gain it through a mentality. And I know that's so, I was like saying it. You guys probably saw me. I was like saying it and I'm like, no fucking shit. Like, obviously. But I say that because it's not obvious. The sentence is obvious, but when we want to get confidence, we actually think that it's just going to appear physically, like, because we want it so badly, right? Like, we want to have confidence so badly that we think that we're going to go out to in the game and it's just going to appear randomly and it's going to be great. And once I play well, I'm going to be confident. You don't gain your confidence once you do something good. You gain your confidence when you feel negative. Like, you are gaining confidence by being brave. When you decide, hey, I messed up the last 10 times and I'm going to do it again and I'm going to see my result and I'm going to be okay with whatever the result is. That's building confidence. You're learning to trust yourself through hard times. It's so easy to trust yourself through positive times. It's so easy. When we start to respect ourselves, we start to trust ourselves. And when we start to trust and respect ourselves, that's when the belief comes. That's when the belief comes where it's like, I'm a bad bitch. And I'm sorry if you're a guy watching this, you guys are probably like, I'm not a bad bitch, but like, whatever, a big dog. And honestly, being a woman in a sport, we call each other big dogs. Like, whatever it is in your sport, you are becoming that person when you respect yourself and you trust yourself. I feel so empowered. That's the word I was looking for. I feel so empowered when I do something hard and I failed before and then I achieve it. Failure, honestly, it sucks in the moment, but you could only feel good things if you felt terrible before, if you felt negative things before. I only feel success, and success feels so good because I failed. And now I could believe in myself even more. I feel so good. I feel like I needed all those failures in order to understand myself more, in order to, get back on track, in order to build myself up. I broke myself down to build myself up. I know how badly you guys want to succeed. I know how badly you do. If you're watching this video, you 100% want so badly in your sport to succeed. You want to be the best out there. I 100% get that. And you should, as you should. You should think that you should get that much. You should always keep believing in that. You should never, ever, ever doubt that you can't get something somebody else hasn't gotten. Really? It's like right when I was getting super inspiring, don't worry guys, I'll still be inspiring. That was just a little bit of a fuck up, but it's okay. We're moving on. I know how badly you guys want this, but there is a huge difference between wanting something and actually acting upon it and actually doing it, because that's the only way that you're going to build belief in yourself. I actually just posted a TikTok video today, and if you've seen my page, you've already seen what I just said. But I was listening to this audiobook, and it's a new one. Of course, you guys know I'm always on my audiobooks. I don't know the name of it. Also, sorry, that's why I'm not saying it. But I popped it up for you guys right here. I hope I did. I hope my editing skills are good enough. You could really only listen to this book if you've listened to a lot of other law of attraction books and you really understand the concept, but it is an amazing book if you have done the other books. And it was saying something in there like, by doing experiences, that's what your reality is going to become. And it could be negative or positive, right? If you're doing negative experiences, what I've been saying this whole entire video, right? You're going to get negative results. And if you do positive experiences, you're going to get positive results. It's there no matter what. It's like gravity. No matter what, the law of attraction's there. So then I was sitting there and listening to this, and you know, a lot of what I post are literally what I hear in my books, but I twist it to my own words, you know? But I twisted that section and that subject, and I was like, words motivate, experiences teach. Words cannot teach you. Like, they just cannot. Like, you could listen to words over and over again. You know, the teacher could lecture you as much as you can, but until you do the homework, that's when you're going to learn it. That until you do your reading, until you actually apply it to something, as soon as you explain a concept to somebody, you know, I'm naming school examples right now, that's when you're going to learn, and that's how you're going to teach yourself how these words apply. You could listen to words all day long. You could listen to somebody be like,
don't be afraid to go out there, you know, don't be afraid to go do your sport. Or
I say do sport as a general sense because there's so many sports out there. You guys comment on my videos, all the sports you guys do, and I'm like, that is so cool. Like, I didn't even know some of the sports exist, and it applies. All my shit that I say, it applies to everything, and we all lack confidence and self-belief in so many sports. It's a universal thing, and it's insane to me, and it's because we're doing something so fucking hard. When you could actually listen to these words being said into your head, and you're like, well, I don't believe in myself to go out there and not make a mistake. Like, I believe that I'm gonna make a mistake. And then when you act upon those words, because you told yourself those words, it's literally motivating you to go do that. It's making you an anxious motivation, but it's a motivation in some sort of way. It's influencing your life in some sort of way. And you go out there and you apply all the words that were in your head that you're motivating yourself to say or to do, and you're overthinking everything, and you go out there and you do that thing. And so if you could motivate yourself, words are not going to teach you. I could sit here all day, all fucking day, and I could tell you,
hey, do this and this and this, and I'm going to tell you advice on this.
But you're not going to be healed after this video. You're not going to be like, oh, I have self-belief. Hallelujah, she did it. I'm here. I did it. Like, I know that's not realistic. As much as I want that to happen, you're going to be really motivated after this video, and you're going to be really motivated when you watch other things and listen to other things, but you need to apply it. You need to actually, what I'm saying, you need to go out there and practice, work your ass off, and know that you're getting better, and know that you're going to earn your starting spot or whatever goal that you're trying to achieve. Know that you're going to achieve it, and you're going to achieve it. Like, I am telling you guys that is what happens, especially me believing the law of attraction. It happens, whatever you're applying to your life, you're teaching yourself to trust yourself. And when you trust yourself, you're just in this abundant lifestyle where you're succeeding and everything's amazing, and you're okay when you make a failure. When you fail, I'm gonna reiterate, words motivate you, experiences teach you. Believing in yourself is scary. It's scary because you're putting a lot of responsibility on yourself. You are scared if that expectation that you're setting is not going to happen. Because we know the process. We know that if we fail, we're not going to trust ourselves, and then our belief is going to go away. So it's so scary to believe in ourselves because it might go wrong, and we might go the other way. We might go into a downward spiral. That's why I was always scared to believe in myself. That's why it took me 2 to 3 years to gain my confidence back, because I was always scared to just believe, because it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to do something where you want it so badly and it doesn't go the way that you want it to, especially like if you are somebody that's working really hard. You've been telling people, hey, I've been working really hard. I don't know if you're telling people, I'm just saying a scenario, and like you go out there and you just fail. Like you go play in the game, in the match or the race, and you just fail after you've been telling people, hey, I've been working really hard. I'm so ready for this. Like, it's not even telling people, like, I don't know, you're the crowd or something, or like your family, but even telling your coach, like, I'm ready to show up, and then you don't show up, and it's like, okay, well, now he can't trust me. I can't trust myself, and now he or she, I always say he when I say a coach. but he or she also can't trust me. And it's embarrassing to fail. But guess what? Feeling embarrassed is a sucky feeling, but we live. And it's okay because we're gonna have to feel embarrassed sometimes. And that's why the good feelings feel so good, is like we don't feel embarrassed and we don't feel anxious when we're succeeding. But you don't know the difference. If we lived in a utopia world where, everything went perfectly, the irony is that you wouldn't even know everything's perfect because you've never felt anything bad. And that's something that I believe in, right? That's my opinion. But it should be your opinion. I'm just kidding. But it really should be your opinion. So my advice, right? My words are going to motivate you. It's your choice to experience them, or whatever the advice I'm going to tell you. But my advice to you is this is so stupid, but it's just like, do it. Like, go out there and believe in yourself. And it's going to be fucking scary. I'm literally telling you right now, it is going to be scary to do something new or to do something with a different mindset. That's the same thing. Like if you go out there and you're in the same drill and practice, you think that, the same thing's happening. But if you have a new mindset, something new is going to happen. And it could be bad. You could still get a bad result, but at least it was something different. At least you didn't do the same fuck up that you did last time. And definitely eventually, and I don't want to make a guarantee. Of course, I don't like to make guarantees, but I also every single time then make a guarantee. I guarantee that you're going to eventually get positive results out of the new things that you're going to try to do. Right now, if you're listening to this video, you are somebody that does not believe in themselves right now. It's really hard for you to believe in yourself. So I want you to go out and practice. Don't give a shite. Don't give a shit. Go out there and believe in yourself. You have nothing else to lose. Also, another thing, you are the only person that can make the change in your life. You're the only person that can control your actions, and you could have support 100%. You could have support from your parents and your friends or whatever, but you are going to be the person that's going to change your reality, and it starts with believing in yourself. Even when you don't believe in yourself, just go out there and believe. And I'm not going to say that you're going to go out and practice tomorrow or tonight, whatever, I don't know. It's going to be like you just instantly believe in yourself. You have to, over time, keep believing in yourself. It is going to be so hard. Your brain is going to want to knock you down so many times when you are believing in yourself. It's going to have all these doubtful thoughts come back into your head because it's used to that. You've trained it to think in a doubtful way and in a scared way. You have to fight those thoughts out. You have to get them out of your head, and eventually we start creeping in the good thoughts. The good thoughts start to make their place in there and set up camp instead of those doubtful thoughts in there. It will take time. I think, in my experience from gaining my confidence back, that believing in myself was the hardest thing to do because I had trained myself for so long. When you've trained yourself to lose your confidence over time, like literally over years for me, I kept losing my confidence every day. It's going to probably take it took me a year to get my confidence back, and I'm so glad I don't care that it took that long because eventually I got it back. And I'm not saying that it's going to take a year for you, because also I didn't have a mindset coach like me for you. See how I gassed myself up right there? I don't usually do that, and that was a really good opportunity, and I took it. Sorry to make you cringe, but I don't care. But no, like literally I didn't have resources, and I'm not trying to toot my horn again. I'm literally saying that any resource out there. I didn't look at resources, and I'm so proud of you for even listening to a video. It doesn't even have to be mine. Go and listen to other people's. Like literally all I want is for you to heal. I always look at myself, like when I lacked confidence and I was so scared out there. That's why I'm a mindset coach for athletes now. I never want anybody to feel that way, how I felt. That was terrible. And of course, that's how you become empathetic for people, and that's how you could start to see other people's sides and stuff. And that's how I was able to connect to so many of my teammates. And that's literally me losing my confidence is how I became a leader, because I started to empathize for people and I started to see their side. I started to support them in ways that I wanted to be supported in, and, support that I've never had before when I was struggling. And whatever you're going through, you're not believing in yourself right now, and that's really fucking hard. And you're going to get to the point where you are going to believe in yourself. You need to believe that you're going to believe in yourself. And once you reach the other side, it's going to make you one of the most confident people outside of your sport. And it's really just going to make you a better overall person to get over humps like this. And you need to get over this hump. You are going to have so many thoughts that are going to want to fight you. Like I said earlier, like you are going to have so many doubtful thoughts trying to get in there. Like, they own the fucking place, and no, they don't own the place. Get them out of there. You're gonna rebuild your brain. You're gonna rebuild the person and player that you are into this amazing new person, and you're gonna figure out more things than you know. You're setting yourself up for so much success and you don't even know it. So you have to push yourself through these hard times. It sucks, I know, but you're gonna do it and it's gonna be great. And I am always here for you guys. So I actually think I'm gonna wrap up the video right here. What a great transition. I usually don't transition very well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank yourselves for watching. You guys should be so proud of yourself for even coming on here and doing this. I hope that you guys have learned something and that you have got motivated. I hope that you got motivated so that you could go out there and teach yourself and learn new things with the experiences that you're going to do. I hope that you build the belief that you need to, and I'm always here. Don't forget to check out my website and contact me on there. Contact me on any single way. Some people just comment on my video. They're like, how do I contact you? And I just tell them how to contact me. So if you guys need any help, I am always here for you. I think I've said that 3 times now, so that's pretty annoying. But okay, I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye.